Hi, my name is Nikisha Sanders. I'm a fitness coach, a personal trainer, online fitness coach, amateur boxer, and an upcoming author that I have a book that's coming out. And today I'm going to talk to you about what foods in your fridge that may be bad for you. And I just have a few examples of common foods that most people have in their home, in their fridge. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other foods, but I'm going to talk about these here and the benefits and the not benefits of these foods. So first, I'm going to talk to you about your veggies, your steamed veggies, all right? A lot of times we go and buy steamed veggies, but you have to be careful with the ones that have the sauce in it. For example, this is creamed spinach, so it has, white sauce and cheese. So you want to be very, very careful with that because it does add fat. It is much higher in calories, okay? Sometimes sodium as well. So you're better off buying just plain vegetables and adding a spritz of butter on your own, right? A lot of times we go out and buy, steamed vegetables, and we think we're good because they're vegetables, but you have to be careful with the sauce that's on it. Then we have beverages, soda, fruit juices. It's very common for people, especially with children and grandchildren, that we have this in the house. You want to be really, really careful with that. Alternatives, water, of course. The fresh fruit juice. A lot of people nowadays make their own fruit juice. You know what I mean? And you just want to be really, really careful. And it's really, really helpful to start off your house with children with water and fresh fruit juice and whatnot because soda and fruit juice does lead to obesity, high risk for children at a young age. So you definitely want to alternate this with water. And there's a lot of people that aren't water drinkers. They aren't too crazy with water. It's kind of a force for them to drink water. So I tell people there's so many ways you can fix that problem. Get a jug, all right? Have your water in it. Put in your fresh fruit. Whatever fruit that you like, put it in there, and it adds a little, a fresh fruit taste to your water, and it helps you with your water intake throughout the days. There's sparkling water, flavored seltzer water. All that stuff is really, really good for you, and it helps your intake with water so you can take away all the trash of, soda and juice. All the extra carbs and sugar and chemicals is 100% not good for you, definitely not good for your children. Mayonnaise. This is a big one. All right, we use it a lot for tuna or definitely for sandwiches. Now, the thing with mayonnaise, 1 tablespoon may be 90 calories, but we're definitely not putting 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise on, whatever it is that we're using it for, especially with sandwiches. A lot of people go crazy with mayonnaise on their sandwiches and, drench the whole sandwich with mayonnaise more than the meat itself. So we want to be really, really careful with that, all right? If you're going to do portion control, that's amazing, but if not, I would just stay away from the whole mayonnaise intake and stick with, there's pesto with olive oil, you can definitely, or mustard. Mustard is 100% okay. Now we're going to talk about processed meats. All right, going along with the mayonnaise, lunch meat, for example, hot dogs, summertime coming, so this is going to be a big one for a lot of people. Processed meat is not good for you because it's processed. All right, lunch meat has high sodium in it. Again, if you have children in the house, this is a quick go-to that we give them for lunch or snack or whatnot, so you want to be really, really careful with that. You're better off buying deli meat that is low in sodium. All right, so really, really be careful with that. What's most important is you need to start looking at the nutrition facts of the products that you buy, okay? Salad dressing. Here's another big one. I've seen it plenty times. A lot of people think because they're having a salad, it's okay. But what else are you putting in with the salad? The dressing. We want to stay away from any creamy dressing. Ranch, for example, blue cheese, Thousand Island, anything that's really creamy. And a lot of times, again, we're drenching that salad with the dressing, which completely takes away the benefit of having a salad. You might as well just have the salad dressing and take away the lettuce because it's not helping you at all. You know what I mean? So stick with the clear dressings, Italian dressing, balsamic vinaigrette, oil and vinegar, things that's clear that you can see. And is so much better than this creamy dressing, you know. And just to add on that, what you put in your salad, you know, people add, you know, eggs is 100% fine protein, but then they add bacon bits, the croutons, the cheese, the Parmesan cheese, you know, all this unnecessary stuff that just completely, you know, devalues the whole part of having a salad. So you gotta really, really be careful. You know, beans, corn, you know, when you go out to a restaurant that have, you know, you look at the different salad options and they have, you know, these crazy salad options, and it's very, very important to read the description, all right, with any meal for that matter. But, you know, for the salads, they have salads with, you know, beans in it, corn, tortilla chips, and that just takes away the whole value of having an actual salad. So you want to be very, very careful. So again, stick with the clear, the lighter dressings. All right. Bread is another, of course, major one. Everyone has bread in their homes. This is bagels, but bread, bagels, whatever. Carbs. We all know it's carbs. White bread, potato bread. You know, we want to stick to the whole grain breads. Low in carbs and very helpful for you. And as well, look at the ingredient facts on it, all right? Usually it'll have, for example, this one bagel is 110 calories, but look how small the bagel is. We're not going to just have one, all right? So you want to be really, really careful with that. Stick with your whole grains and not the white bread. Even, you know, garlic bread, you may have a pasta, a lot of bread, all that stuff adds up. It definitely adds up. What you eat now will show a week later, so you really want to be careful with the whole bread thing. So stick with your whole grain breads, right? And then we have wine, okay? Wine/alcohol. Now, for the ladies as well, there's always some type of wine in the house. And a lot of times it is white wine. Now, I say you should stick with your red wine because it is more beneficial than white wine. White wine has a lot of sugar in it. A lot of sugar that sometimes we think that instead of having, you know, alcohol, we'll go to the wine is better, and that's not always the case. White wine isn't the best for you. If anything, I'd say go to the red wine. And you also want to learn how to portion control. It's all about portion control, moderation. So if you're wine loving, you know that you're sitting one night and you're going to have 5 glasses of wine. It's just not good. If you could have one, that's perfect, but 5 glasses, and then how often do you drink the wine? It isn't the best for you, okay? And, I mean, these are just a few of the things that's in your fridge. There's a lot more there. Another one that I want to talk about that I don't have in front of me is your frozen french fries. A lot of people, we have that because it's easy to make for the children and whatnot, and frozen french fries is a no-go. Even if you put it in the oven, you may think, oh, because it's not fried. No, it's already made. It's processed, so it is fried. If you're going to have fries, it's better to make your own homemade fries. Cut a potato, a baked white potato, sweet potato, with the skin, I say, because it has your vitamins and nutrients in it. Cut it up and throw a little, you know, olive oil and a pinch of salt, put it in the oven, there you go, have your homemade fries. And especially a lot of you with children, it is better to start, you know, the healthy eating with them young so they can grow better knowing, you know, as they get older, because again, obesity is really, really common with children, you know, because of the foods they eat. And another thing is, you know, a lot of times we think because we're not going out having fast food, but we're having food at home is more beneficial, which is not the case, because again, it depends on what's in your shopping cart when you go out shopping. And I really want to stress the fact to you about looking at the nutrition facts. A lot of people don't look at it, or they look at it, they just look at the calorie amount and not the other aspects like, you know, your carbs, your sodium, your fat. All that stuff matters. And also the serving amount, okay? A lot of times, for example, a soda, you know, like here, well, this is a can, but if you have the big soda, a lot of the serving amounts is 2.5. And whatever that calorie is, that times the 2.5. And a lot of people were not realizing that, you know, even a bag of chips or whatever. You want to really, really be careful with your serving amount and be alert with that. Again, it's all about portion control. It's all about moderation, being aware, having a willpower. We all know that it's not easy at first. It's definitely not easy, especially when you're going from, you know, one way and trying to transition to another way. It's not going to happen overnight, okay? It's not easy, but it does take one step at a time, all right? And you just have to start somewhere. Start fresh. Okay, I tell a lot of my clients that's in my program, you know, say for example, someone is so used to having soda all the time. I tell them instead of having soda every day, start having it every other day. You know what I mean? From there, have it 3 times a week. And it goes lower and lower till you're able to not have soda anymore, or till you're just able to have one soda once in a blue. You know what I mean? So we always have to start with moderation. That is the key to success. And again, don't be so focused on the now. It will happen later on as far as, you know, you reaching your goal. If you just stick to the plan. Do not get defeated. You know, we all love food. Who doesn't love food? But again, it's about portion control, moderation, and understanding that there is a better you where you can be. You know, summertime's coming. You know, the weather is getting nice, and we all want to be in that, you know, nice bikini, you know, that tight black dress and tight shorts. And there's only one way to get there, is to make that transition and to start now. So again, these are the few of the items that we have in our fridge. Again, there's so many more things, and you just want to be aware. And I think it's very important to, you know, to start somewhere and start fresh, because you could look at yourself months down the line later on. If you did made that change, you'll see how happy you are, how better you feel. You know, the more energy you have, you'll be able to, you know, last longer and be around for your grandchildren. And you can also influence your children to do better and whatnot, and your children's children. So it's really important. And if you ever have any questions, you can follow me on my Facebook, Nikisha Sanders, or you can email me, nikishasanders@gmail.com. You can also look at my website to get to know more about me, keepfitbykesha.com. It says on this shirt, all right? And there's just something I want you to do for me. If you could comment below under this video, I would like for you to grade my talk from a 1 to 20. 1 being sucky, 20 being awesome, okay? What is the most important thing that you learned from this video, and what is the least important, and why, all right? What's one action that you're going to take immediately after learning, you know, all the information that you learned in this video? And what additional subjects would you like for me to speak on our subsequent videos, all right? These is very important, so if you just answer those questions for me, it'll definitely help me and help you. And I just want to, if anyone can relate, or if you know someone that definitely can relate, share the video, and just spread the word. And imagine if you're someone out there that is interested in weight loss, imagine if you want to lose 10, 20, or 30 plus pounds. Imagine you looking your best. Imagine a month from now how you will look, and how that would excite you. How would you feel? You know what I mean? How will people around you, you know, influence you to feel, motivate you? And the one question here is that possible? All right? Well, the only question is anybody in family, someone at work, or your friends that is losing twice as much as you are? And if you are honest, you will say yes. They're not smarter than you. They're not better than you. They're just doing something different. And it's something different that you can do too. And I can definitely show you how. So, you know, you just want to be really careful, and it's very important. Health and nutrition and fitness is very, very important, and you can definitely make it a lifestyle. That is the #1 goal, to make it a lifestyle. Nothing short term. You know, if things happen overnight, it could be quickly taken from you, you know, just that fast. So you want to make it a lifestyle. You want to make it where you're able to continue this day after day after day. And you need that support from someone. You need that motivation, someone to push you and keep going. And you know, what's amazing is that if you have those people around you, friends, family, that can help you, guide you. And, you know, if you have a group where you can do it together and be the best that you can be. But just know that it's there for you. You just have to make that change. You know, sometimes we may be afraid because we're afraid of failure. Or, you know, we never done anything like this before. Or, you know, we may have certain injuries that may defeat us from doing certain exercises. There's always ways around it, okay? The only way you'll know if you just make that change now. We cannot be afraid. You're going to be afraid forever. You know, you're going to be unhappy forever. You know, isn't there a day where you want to wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and smile at yourself because you're happy with who you are and how you feel and the accomplishments that you achieve? All right, so all in all, and I just want to say, you know, just stick with being, you know, happy and healthy and motivational. And I hope that I help someone out there. And again, share this video and let me know how you feel, and just comment below. And again, you can follow me on Facebook, Nikisha Sanders. And That's it.